No, right, Eugene backyard repair here for another. Bombing, I think it's 65 out today, raining. New York weather is taking a turn for the worse towards the end of September here, so it's getting cold. Anyway, we got a Craftsman chainsaw that was dropped off by a fella. This will be, I think, the third one I fixed, or trying to fix for him. Can't say fixed because I haven't fixed it yet. Anyway, it's got some oddball hardware on it here. Let's pop the cover and see what's inside. This one's definitely an oldie. I've worked on one of these Craftsman in years. Cover. Choke lever on here. Just puts a little plate on here. Nothing to it. Nice and simple. No, it ain't so simple on these. It's the fuel lines. Again, with Craftsman in the fuel lines. I think the tank is back in here. You know, so the fuel line runs down and then into the tank. It's a very great system. I only use the primer system on this model. It's just choking, pulling until your arm falls off. Maybe we'll get this cover off too. So we can make sure this fuel line ain't got ain't the word, as we wrote. So make sure it doesn't have a hole in the fuel line. If it ain't the word, then why is it in the dictionary? No. Anyway. Let's take this cover off and take a peek. The fuel line. This fuel line is so hard. Oh my god. So I'm gonna guess this fuel line runs. This is amazing. Runs from the carburetor all the way through the handle, all the way into this cover, and you gotta take this cover off because it runs into the top of the tank. But this line is so hard. I bet this line is harder than this screwdriver. Hang on. It's hard. It's really hard. Alright. Let's take a peek in this tank. Well, that should be interesting. Everyone so far from the same person been interesting, like somebody makes the fuel with a fuel smells good. It's a little old, but it smells okay. Give me a light. Now there's a fuel line in there. Make sure it's hooked at both ends. Holy cow, that mine is hard. Alright. There's a fuel line in the tank. The fuel line coming to the tank. I don't even know how you get the fuel line. It's in the, unless it goes through this tank. It looks like there's a nipple in the tank that sticks out. Huh. I bet this one will be a real fun one to change. I wonder how you get the cover off, because it seems like this cover here doesn't actually come off the side either. Look over there. Let's get my flashlight still on. There's screws here, but this one comes in from this side, and then we got two from this side. They're Allen filled flathead. The kitchen sink of these. It's this one. That one's a flathead. I just want to see how good the line is. Back in the day, we've been trying to cut wood with these, but they're really what you consider a limbing saw. I bet you got to take the handle off and everything. Because there's a nut certain around here, and this bolt goes into that. So I don't see how you could look two halves without taking this out. Let's get the Allen bolts out of the other side here. I want to get the pull start right off. Alright, let me grab something to get them off, huh? See what I got here. I like this lift table. I got it up for sale because I really don't have the room for it, but I actually like it. So problem is there's really not enough room in this garage for it. I think I might try to put some room over, well, facing me to my right here, and see if I can get it to stay in the garage. Oh my god. One there. This one, I don't. You gotta take the whole entire handle off to get to the screw. Yeah, it's underneath it. Whose idea was this? Oh, well, that wasn't tight. That's great. Threaded or is it? It's threaded. It wasn't tight. This one's tight. Hoping if I remove just these two, I can move the handle to the side just a touch. Yeah, I moved it, but I don't know if that's enough. Nope. She's a dandy. Let's see what else we gotta take apart here. 2 screws over there, 7/16 over here. Maybe 7/16. Maybe I can just loosen that up. It'll move enough. It moves. Come on now. Come on out and play. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, get out. Got it. Easy. And the cover don't move. Moving in. Got a screw to the bottom. This is mind blowing. Now I'm starting to wonder why person sent it here, because the bolt through the bottom here, that doesn't seem like that should affect it. So I'm guessing it does. Wow. Of course, this bolt on the bottom from being dropped on the ground 10,000 times is an Allen, and the Allen doesn't fit in there. I got it. Packed full of sawdust, and like I said, from being set on the ground so many times, it's like ground down. Okay, that got the. This is dumb. It's not even slotted to the cap. You gotta take the cap off and take the cover off the tank. Oh, this line pulled out of it. I'll pull the line from the. Well, why was the tank come out? The tank should have dropped out of this cover. Oh, no, it's not. It's inside the cover. You can't get the tank out of the cover. Come on. Holy cow. Somewhat complicated. So the line was all good all the way up. It's so hard that when I hold the tank, I actually pulled the filter out of the bottom of the tank and up to the top. Let the tank off a bit, get it clean. I think we'll bring you back in a minute. I don't think you just want to sit here and watch me clean some dirt off and pull the tank off of a fuel line. So we're going to pause you and we'll bring you back when we get the tank off and get it cleaned off a little bit. Plus you're on the wrong side to see it anyway. But we'll bring you around here. Here's the tank. Line comes through, which is, like I said, it is hard as a rock. I got to see if I even have this line before I go cutting this line. And then it goes inside here and then the cover there. Simple carburetor choke system only. Get choke. Get the high-low screws here, which actually are screws, and then the throttle stop screw over here for the idle. But yeah, it runs all the way through here. Got to change these. We'll bring you back when we get this tank off or not off, and whatever we're gonna do here. There's no holes in the line. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we got a tank off. Take yourself a fuel sample here. I think I found some line that might work. I'm afraid from here to the tank though might be where it goes into the tank might be a little bit big. But I can always look around some more. Pretty sure I got more line. Something in the bottom of the tank here. Feels the right color. Roll, not too bad. It's somewhat dirty. Put the top back on the cup here, because now I'll be knocking it over on the bench. Set the tank down. I got the cup behind you. Alright. Something else in the tank. I can hear it rattling around. Oh, the vent for the gas cap. Yay. I'm wondering if I can get this out. This thing is hardened up so bad it's not even funny. I'm gonna have to take the heat gun and blow in the tank here and soften the line up so I can get the bend out the top. Alright, gotta get this. Alright, maybe you can see it now. Gotta get this filter out of the tank. It runs through the side here. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, thanks to the heat. Heat gun. Here's the fuel line. Here's the hole right there in the tank. We got that out. Guess we should have kept on heating it because I need to get this filter off the line too and see if it fits on the other line. This line is hard, and I mean, guess the fuel line, but I don't know. Did not weather well, I can tell you that. I'm trying to get off of this so I can reuse the filter. I have another one, but I like to use the original stuff. It won't come off. I'm going to end up stretching this line out. Yep, I'm going to have to cut it. Alright, bring it back in a second. I'm going to end up having to cut it right here. Alright, we got to line off our filter. I got another piece of line here. If I can get this to the tank, this one's going to go back on there. So it's a little bigger around than what was in there, but this is the right line for fuel line. I don't know what this is, if it's original or what, but it hardened up like a rock, and I don't think I have it anymore. So I'm going to flush it one more time. I'm going to take one more look on the wall, have more fuel line, and if I can't find this, we're going with the bigger one. Alright, we went up on the wall and I found a whole, I got a whole entire roll of the smaller stuff. We'll see how it fits through this tank though. Yeah, it's way too small for the tank. It just falls in the tank. And this looks like the same size as this. So obviously I'm gonna have to use the bigger stuff. Put it back in the bag here. Tie that back up so I don't end up with it all over the floor. So we're gonna have to go with the bigger one. Have to go with this one right here. So you're pointing at so I can make sure you're in. Move it over a little bit. There we go. We're going to go with this one. Let's see if I can get it through the tank. That'll be the major hurdle. Usually if you cut these at an angle, you can get them to pull through. I'm trying not to because I'll bring it back in a second. I got to get this into the side of this tank. Alright, we got our line in. As you can see, run through here, up to the top. It's got to go right to there. We got our barb fitting on here. Got a line in the tank. All we got to do is reassemble all this. This got to go back in here, tank in there, cover it back on, and at least the line's replaced. So I know it's not going to be a air problem where it's sucking the air somewhere. Alright, we're going to bring it back in a minute. We're going to get that cover put back on here, get this tank back in, and we'll go from there. Alright, back in 1 minute. Alright, we got our fuel line all run back in here. Back to the handle, back to the carburetor. Got it in our hold downs. So, throttle's still working. So we're all good through there. I think we can, unfortunately, oh no, I think we can get this cover back on. Right here. Yeah, we can get that back on. Now, because if not, then the throttle kind of flops up and down there. Well, we even got a tank to show you that we put the vent back on the cap. Vents back in, clips in, vents in. What I got here for that fuel wasn't bad. I think we'll. I don't see no dirt or anything in there. We'll put this fuel back in. We'll add to it. Next to this. Alright, we got you back in the stand here. Had some slight camera difficulties. Stopped recording. I don't know what happened. Anyway, alright. We showed you we got the vent put it back in the cap. We got a cover put back on the throttle here. So we're good there. We pulled the plug off camera to make sure that we had spark and the plug's clean. So we're good there. Got my screwdriver. Got 2 screws on the side here. Bring it around to show you. Right here, one's a high and one's a low. They're marked. This one's high, this one's low. Sometimes they're marked on the cover, but this one is marked on the side. Right here and here. It's marked high and low. Let's see if we can get this thing to fire up. Make sure the carburetor is adjusted okay, and we'll go from there. Gas on run. She pops. Get this cover back on. This to give it a little more. This cover will give it a little more choke. Air gun. What do I do with the air gun? It's on the table here somewhere. Make sure she's clean. Pulls in fuel air to the front here. The filter's not actually covering the carburetor. Not a good system, but I didn't come up with it. I think we're right. Dropping on there good. This sauce smells like it's been sitting around for a while. It's got like old oil burning off of it, like from the bar and the wood chips. The oil is working on the bar. I can see it splashing on the plastic here. Splashed it right up the front of the board. Like I said, this will put a little more choke on it, so I wanted to get the cover back on to make sure it's running okay with the cover. It's dumb because you can't get to the screws with the cover on this. They didn't even know there's usually a rubber boot that comes to the outside here, so you can get to it from the outside. On this old Craftsman. Well, there we have it. Gone. Go back to the owner. Yeah, I saw a fix for him. We'll clean it off a little bit. You know how we roll here. If you watch my videos, you know we try to clean off some of this dirt. You know, it's old. We can't make it look new, but we can definitely make it look better than it was. Not sure what I did with the other line, but here's the line. It is hard. There we go. Bend it, it stays there. It is hard. Wish I don't know what I did with the other half. I know I pulled another half out, but whatever. You can see that line is about brittle. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Maybe I might have threw it out when I was checking the camera because it stopped recording for no reason. Oh, rain's coming down. Alright, so there you have it, folks. We got our Craftsman all done here. I'm not sure what the gentleman's going to do with this Craftsman, if it's going back on the shelf or he's actually going to use it or not. But anyway, sits off, he can do whatever he wants. Anyway, if you got any information on this video, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Spark Project, funny videos, drift grill, things of nature, screenshots, roadside finds, all kinds of stuff like that. It says, like I said, Eugene's Backyard Repair. One of them doesn't have an S on it though, so you have to type it in both ways. Find them, so go check both of them out. Give it a thumbs up if you would, please. Make a comment. Any comment helps. I had a couple older videos. Thank you for some of the subscribers that asked me some questions on them videos, and hopefully I answered them. One of them was on an old LT 250S I did a video on ways back. I was having trouble finding where the vent line went, which hopefully I steered them in the right direction. And also go check out some of my older videos. I've done lots of four-wheeler and dirt bike videos, lots of them, lots of cool stuff out there, lots of repair stuff. Anyway, so go check them out, and we're out of here. Peace. You can see. Let's go. Ooh, almost dropped you. Get the Oregon bar on here. I don't know why everybody installs them upside down. Chain fairly sharp. So, we get them back to her. We're out of here. Peace.